afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to Forkin Delicious. If you like our what you're going to see on our channel, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. We really appreciate anyone that subscribes. If you want to drop a comment. If you have any suggestions of something you'd like to see or you want us to do, just please let us know in the comment section and we'll try and do that, okay? So today, following on from our whole chicken, where I showed you how to bone out a full chicken, I'm going to do another dish with the other breast, and this is our Glen of Aherlow garlic chicken. So I'm going to fill this with like a chicken Kiev mix. I'm going to flour, egg wash and breadcrumb it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little pan fry and then finish it in the oven. All right, I'm not going to deep fry it or anything like that, like the way you'd see with some people with chicken Kievs and stuff. I'm just going to pan fry this and then finish it in the oven, all right? And it'll turn out a lovely, nice golden crisp colour, and hopefully our stuffing, our butter filling will stay in the middle, all right? So, to get down to it, that's my chicken, that's ready, so that's okay. Here I have seasoned flour, so I have some salt, some pepper, I have a little bit of lemon zest in the flour here as well. This is just some eggs and milk for some egg wash. And then in the breadcrumbs that I have here, I have some tarragon, black pepper, salt, and a nice bit of lemon zest. And that's just to make the crumb something a bit different than just being a crunchy crumb, all right? So you'll get that nice flavour in it. Now to stuff it, I have here, like I said, you know, if you're ready and you have a little bit of mise en place done, you know, you can have some of this done from the night before, or really for this one, it's not that massive amount of prep. So you could do it straight away. These are just some cherry tomatoes. And what I've done with them is I've roasted them with some rosemary, some sea salt, some black pepper. We've done them in some of the earlier videos and you can see it being done fully. But it just enhances the flavour of them when you're using them in a dish. I have some scallions here, or spring onions chopped, and I have some flat parsley chopped. All right. I'm also going to put a bit of zest into this butter we're making. And I'm going to also be including some black pepper. And I have my crushed garlic, from which you could have seen on another short. You could have seen the crushed garlic, how to do this without a garlic crusher, just by hand. So, and I'll be putting a nice bit of garlic in this as well. All right. So now we're going to make the butter here for the filling. So what makes ours maybe different from Kiev is just instead of just garlic and butter and maybe black pepper and salt and a bit of lemon, we're going to add in a couple other things. So I have here, I'm going to use, this is about a half pound, I'm going to use about a quarter of that. Again, we have the full recipe in the description, and weights and measurements and everything that are included. And we're going to add to this a little bit of zest. Now, I use some of this zest already for the breadcrumbs here, but I don't like to waste it. But also at the same time, you have to be really careful about how you use it, because the white part is bitter. It's only where the yellow rind is that you actually have flavour, lemon flavour. So what I'm going to do here is just anywhere where there's yellow now, I'm just going to give that a little. And you would be surprised even how much a small little bit of this does for the flavour in the butter. I'm just going to take off some of that on the inside. That's my spoon. This can go down. I'm going to put all of these spring onions in there. I cut them finer at the white end than I did at the green end, because the white end, it's only going to really cook in the heat of the butter. It's not going to get a massive amount of heat in there. So it'll soften them. You know, the green parts will wilt easy. This is just some flat parsley roughly chopped. I showed you how to do that in one of the shorts. This is our garlic puree here. So I'm going to take a nice bit of that. I won't need all of it. I'm going to just separate this out a little bit now first to get it mashing up. Before I add, I want it to soften and be a little bit mashed before I start adding the tomatoes. Or I could even add the tomatoes in with the butter you know, when I'm filling the chicken. If I don't want to be mashing the tomatoes into the butter and just kind of crushing them and ruining them. All right. So this is coming together quite nice. So I've just sped up the process. I just put a glove on me and I've used it to mix it up, and I've put in a couple of the tomatoes there just to see. I might add some more tomatoes in, but they're actually blending in quite nice into this, and it's making it quite a kind of nice sort of a tomato garlic, you know, herb butter. So it's smelling lovely anyway. Now, so that's ready for to go into our chicken. So again, I'm going to do this exact same as what I did with when I was doing the cordon bleu one in another video, right? I'm going to make a pocket here at the back, all right? And that pocket is important to try and hold the butter and everything in here. So you don't want to slice through the front or anything. You want to keep that pocket really kind of intact and deep, and you want to be able to fill this butter into it, all right? So what I'm going to get now is just a spoon, and I'm going to stuff this into this. And oh, I wanted another little bit just of pepper. Not too pushed about the salt, because this is Irish salted butter. So I'll just put a small bit more in here. Yep. I'm going to stuff this generously, because some of this is going to come out. We're not going to be able to help that. So we've that closed over. It's turned around. And now we're going to egg wash. So it goes from here into the flour. Have a frying pan ready here to kind of get the chicken started, get the crumb starting to fry. So just our egg wash up beside us. We can get rid of this knife now. So like I said, these are monster breasts of chicken, right? You can do this with any size you want. Now, because it's so big, instead of using a dry hand, wet hand, which is what I normally recommend when you're breadcrumbing anything, I'm just going to use my 2 hands because it is so big. But this is my breadcrumb with the tarragon, with some zest and salt and black pepper in it. So I'm just going to give this a little turn. I'm being very gentle with it in here. And then I'm looking to give that just a little shake here, a little cover. And you can see the way the breadcrumbs, because we've floured it first to kind of dry it, and then we've egg washed it. I'm just going to put some oil in here and give that a little shake, little twist. Oh, you can smell the tarragon already. Just going to put in another little bit of oil just so it helps to coat it. And we're just letting this brown here now. So, and you can see it's nice and non-stick. I'm going to have to be careful turning it as well. And then I'm going to get ready to put it into the oven. All right. So now I have this in here. I'm just going to give it a little turn so you can see the nice color here at the end. It's going to go into a nice tray here. Now, just give it a second or two. So now I'm going to transfer this into this pan here. And the good thing is that all of this can go in here as well. And that's going to go into the oven for about 25-30 minutes at about 170, we'll say. There we go. Our Glen of Aherlow garlic chicken. Beautiful. Forkin good, Forkin delicious, and Forkin easy to make as well. So again, we have a little bit of salad here, just so we're going to serve with it. And what I'm going to do is just cut this again into pieces. This can be like the main plate in the middle of the table for everyone sharing. You can see how juicy the chicken is still. And then you can see all these nice little bits inside in it. We're going to keep all them as well. And we're going to serve a spoon on the side here when we're serving this, so that people can spoon up some of the butter, which I'm going to put on this as well. So underneath this, lift it up. We'll give it a little spread out so we can see, you can see what's in the middle. See there? So I think that's lovely. And then this is just some of the butter that's leaked out when the chicken was cooking. It'll have the flavour of the chicken in it as well. I know some people might want to do this because they'll be saying, oh, it's butter and, you know, calories and all that. Yeah, treat yourself for one day, all right? Maybe 2 days. Okay, so that's our Glen of Aherlow garlic chicken. And without a doubt, it's Forkin delicious, right? Because it even smells it from here.
And from here.
And from there, okay. So we put that in front for you to have a little look.